chairman of the International Council of Shopping Centers. Liz Holland is with us. And we have the vice chair of ICSC, Kenneth Bernstein, here with us. Good to see you both. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks.
So how would you characterize malls right now, Kenneth? What's the state of the retail real estate industry?
So remember, enclosed malls are one component of the overall retail shopping universe in the United States, which includes supermarket anchor shopping centers. My company, we focus on primarily street and urban retail in the major gateway cities, open air. And overall, retail is doing very well. Our retailers are very happy, and it's been a good season.
But Liz, when we look at how people are shopping, we keep coming up with this idea that malls are less and less of an option or, a desire for people. How do you see it?
No, I don't think that that's
You don't
true at all. I
think so?
think it's a misnomer. I mean, in excess of 90% of the purchases are still made in physical locations. And so it's really a function of the fact that at the holidays, your best option is always going to be to go to a shopping mall. And it really, as we talked, depends on where you are and what you are as to whether or not, you meet the needs of the market that you're in.
So in urban centers, I mean, malls don't really work in New York City, obviously, or in LA, or do they?
Well, I mean, they work in Chicago.
Okay.
Water Tower Place, Northbridge, there's some very successful urban enclosed shopping centers.
Where are you seeing the most activity right now, Kenneth, in terms of the retail real estate business going into the holidays right now?
So what you're going to see both this year and then in the future, it's about omni-channel. It's about retailers recognizing that they need a bricks and mortar presence, whether it's on certain key streets in Chicago or in your local shopping center. So they will use online as a piece of and as part of converging with their bricks and mortar. But we also have many tenants who were traditionally only online now coming into our property.
I feel like some people, they check prices, they check availability online, but then they like to actually go and feel and try on.
One
Right.
size doesn't fit all.
Yeah.
For some people, they'll first browse online and then go into the store, or they'll go into the store and execute online. For the retailer, what they need to make sure is that they are providing the opportunity, whether it's online or in bricks and mortar.
Yeah.
The reality is the bricks and mortar component for so many of our retailers, if not all, is critical.
You've got to be everywhere, and
Yes.
it's a good point that it's out. Isn't that right, Liz?
It's an omni-channel world. And so the retailers that are really going to do well with consumers are the ones that are going to be able to access their customers online, in the store, and really provide them with the experience they're looking for.
One trend that we're seeing, Kenneth, specifically in the tri-state area, office buildings are being turned into industrial spaces due to red home warehouse market driven by the rise of e-commerce. Like even Amazon, they're not building bookstores, but they're building, a space where they can actually hold goods and make it easier for their own, transporting of goods.
Right. Well, bottom line is great real estate in the right hands with the right capitalization gets transformed. And that's the beauty of our business. It always is changing, but as long as the right people are doing the right things, there's use for it, and that's an example.
So characterize commercial real estate for us in general right now. Because a lot of people say that prices have gotten away from them. It's expensive. We're in this bubble-like mentality once again. How do you see it?
Well, in the short run, interest rates matter, and the markets sometimes confuse REITs, which were publicly traded, with bonds or utilities. We're not. In the long term, if we are in an improving economy, and that's why interest rates are going up, and then that has proven over any extended period of time that real estate is a very good investment.
So you don't think higher interest rates are going to choke off the activity that we're seeing in real estate investment trusts?
I don't. We use very little leverage, so it's certainly not going to affect our borrowing costs. It'll create volatility. It's going to create opportunities.
Yeah.
We like that. And then if there's economic growth, that's great.
Real quick, Liz, do you think we're going to have a good holiday in terms of spending?
I absolutely do. I mean, the number of days in this year's holiday season has gone up to 53, over 31 last year.
All